Hello, and thank you for joining me on a pick a card reading today. I am just sitting back here on my back patio, and it's so nice, spring. The weather is just really nice. You can hear the birds in the background, and it's very relaxing. Well, my name is Jerry, and this is Empty Headed Blondes Tarot. For those of you who are spiritual, you'll get that. Those of you who don't, maybe one day you'll get that. Anyway, let's do this. Today I will be doing a current relationship reading. I will be using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris-Anne and the Lover's Oracle. So what I want you to do is get as comfortable as you possibly can in this moment. And as you're watching this video, I want you to look over every pile and close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. And with your mind's eye, whichever pile in symbolism popped up first should be your choice. Also, if you're not able to visualize well with your mind's eye, pick the one you're most curious about. At first, when I was looking over these pick-a-card readings, I would choose the pile that had the strongest or brightest reflection of light. Sometimes I would resonate with the stone, or maybe the stone wasn't on top of it but was in the background, and whichever pile was closest to that. You really cannot get this wrong. If you have chosen to watch this video out of all the videos you could be watching on YouTube or any other format, you have resonated with it. So you can't get it wrong. Now, you can watch more than one pile if you choose to. But also, I would be open if you feel that it's not resonating with you, if you feel strongly against it. You may want to take a second look at that as well. Because whatever we're offended by is a hidden aspect of something that's holding us back. So that's something to think about. We have pile number 1, which is the Angelite crystal. Pile number 2, which is the Howlite crystal. And pile number 3, which is the Amazonite crystal. I will have timestamps below where you can go straight to the reading. This is the reading for those of you who picked pile number 1. The tarot cards will represent you and your partner, and the Lover's Oracle card will represent the answer to your question or the possible outcome. So let's get started. Okay, the 3 of Cups is representing the water signs, which means the energy of Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. And the 8 of Pentacles is representing the earth energies, which is Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So let's start with the 3 of Cups. First off, I think it's very noticeable that both of these cards are 3s, which means that these two people are on the same wavelength when it comes to love and relationship. They may not be very mature in it, but they're on the same maturity level. Now, as far as three of cups, I see the person who is representing the Three of Cups is a need to see value in the Three of Pentacles. And I think she is, or he is doing it to maybe show out in front of her friends. This kind of sounds like either a beginning of a relationship where friends are starting to meet the partner, and or maybe just moving in with each other, and maybe the Three of Cups friends are coming over and the Three of Pentacles is not too happy about it. Maybe they want the Three of Cups person to themselves and they're a bit selfish and maybe coming off as an asshole or a bitch. I see a lack of communication, and also maybe where the Three of Pentacles is feeling left out. Maybe the friends of Three of Cups has a problem with the Three of Pentacles, and they may be telling the Three of Cups that the Three of Pentacles is not treating them right. And maybe the Three of Cups is like, you know, I've had this friend for a long time and I should be able to trust their judgment. And they may be right. Maybe this Three of Pentacles is coming off that way. Okay, for the Three of Pentacles person, I see them really having difficulty getting along with others, which is possibly the Three of Cups' friends. But they're not listening, and they are being selfish. They want that Three of Cups to themselves. But this Three of Pentacles has to understand that the Three of Cups has friends, and that person should not have to give up their friends. But the Three of Pentacles is pushing their own agenda, and they're not trusting their Three of Cups partner. They may be suspicious of whenever the Three of Cups maybe goes off with their friends and stuff like that. Now, this Three of Pentacles has the potential for cooperation and, you know, sharing Three of Cups person with the Three of Cups' friends. And, you know, all this Three of Pentacles has to do really is just listen and be open. But the Three of Cups also needs to assure the Three of Pentacles that this Three of Cups has integrity, that the Three of Cups can be trusted, and that this, Three of Cups person will give their time to Three of Pentacles for that alone time that they need. They may have just be moving in together, and this, Three of Pentacles is like, hey, we moved in to be together, but yet you're with your friends all the time, so what's up with that? So the Three of Cups has the potential, to keep her friends and to have cooperation and joy and express communication with their partner. And basically, these two need to work on communication, and they are at the same level of understanding in a relationship. It's not like one knows more than the other, and it's not like one is right over the other. There's an unbalance here, and it just needs to be balanced. There's no sense in caving to one others' needs and despite your own. Make sure that's well balanced and everybody can agree. Now, as far as your lover's oracle card and the advice or maybe the question you have pertaining to this, let's see what that is. Here we go. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change which is beyond our control. Okay? And that's really good advice because it is basically accepting each other as you are. As long as you're balanced, there should be no reason not to accept each other. But if it is unbalanced, there are things that need to be worked on and a maturity that needs to be worked on because we are looking at threes. And you guys do need to work on maturity, but you are well capable of doing it as long as no one tries to take complete control of the situation and it's well balanced. And acceptance, just accept it. You know, if it's a situation and you are thinking suspiciously about the other, or you're thinking the other one's fixing to come off as an ass or a bitch in front of your friends, well, you know, you may need to accept the situation for what it is and deal with it. And if it is your friends and it's something inappropriate, you need to deal with it. And if it is the other person that is being stingy and selfish and just wants you to themselves, as a control tactic, they do that. They need to accept the situation that they cannot have control over that. So good luck. I hope things work out well for you. And if you like this video, please hit like. And if you are interested in my other readings, please subscribe. And as I release my videos, you'll be alerted. Thank you. This pile is for those of you who picked pile 2 with the Howlite stone. So let's get started. The tarot cards will represent you and the partner, and the oracle card, the Lover's oracle card, will represent the advice or the answer to your question or outcome of the moment. Have 7 of Wands and 4 of Pentacles. Okay, the 7 of Wands. Now that is representing the energy in the moment of the fire energies, which can be either Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Now this person is feeling like they are constantly defending themselves and being attacked. They feel completely misunderstood, and they have a need to put up boundaries, and they are not prepared. It's like this is coming out of the blue and they're not prepared, and they're just about ready to give up because they really don't know what to do because of the lack of preparation. It is a 7 of Wands, and so they are really rethinking this whole situation, unfortunately, for the 4 of Pentacles. This is something they really do not want to have to take on, and they are prepared to leave. And they're willing to be with somebody that is a challenge, but, you know, they want to make sure that they're safe, and they want to be able to express themselves. And if they're vulnerable, they don't want that taken advantage of. They just want to be taken care of, and they want to feel safe. Now the 4 of Pentacles. Now the 4 of Pentacles is not behaving too well. Now the 4 of Pentacles is representing in this moment the earth signs, which could be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. And, they're actually being pretty stingy right now with money. They're not being charitable. They may be holding back a lot of things, not wanting to give to the Seven of Wands. It could be also holding back love. It could be holding back affection. Um, but the thing is, they're placing too much value on money. And it's tearing these two apart because they're not even looking at each other. If you see, they are totally looking the other way. They're not that far apart, and they could reach a level of understanding where they can get along. But Four of Pentacles really, they need to, if they feel bad about money and they're feeling like they need to hoard it or they need to save it and maybe think they're being taken advantage of that way, they need to save their money. They want this relationship to work. And they also do need to be generous. But the Four of Pentacles is doing this because, and they feel like crap about it. They are losing they're losing their self-worth over it. And it's time that the Four of Pentacles just sees the gratitude and, help the other person if they are in need. If they need affection and they look like they need affection, give them affection. If maybe they do need help in other ways, give it to them, but give it to them in a place of gratitude that they do for you. Now, if they don't do it for you and you don't trust them, then we'll just see what this little card says. But as far as the Seven of Wands, the more you have to put your boundaries up and defend yourself and you feel attacked from this Four of Pentacles, you're going to have to start sitting down and really think about what you really want in a partner. Because it doesn't sound like this one's doing it for you very well. And it's just in this moment, but there are things that you need to preserve in yourself, and that is your integrity. Don't lose your integrity over this. Keep it intact. This person does have the potential of being successful, being generous, and accepting their self-worth and being in the flow and, helping others. They do have the potential of doing it, but you may have to help them with it. But if you're always having to defend yourself and you are giving too much to them by crossing your own boundaries, you may need to let this person go. Well, let's see what the Lover's Oracle card has to say. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. That seems pretty on track. Yeah, by the way that these two cards are like totally looking in the opposite directions, it's almost like both of them have had it. There is a major dispute going on here, and it's not due to anything but maybe incompatibility. So maybe both of you should come back together and develop what you both love. Now, if you have more things that you both can agree that you love besides each other, this can work out. If you do not, maybe reflect on why and have faith. If the other one really loves you and there was something in the beginning that caused you guys to get together in the first place, you can work this out. You're not too far apart. Four of Pentacles may need to do a lot of self-reflecting. Maybe feel a bit more gratitude. not just about the Seven of Wands, but about themselves, because it sounds like they may be lacking some self-worth issues. And I believe the Seven of Wands is willing to stick it out with the Four of Pentacles. And that is really the deal. Four of Pentacles needs to develop some self-worth, and Seven of Wands needs to show them how to do it, but not do it for them. Well, I hope you liked this reading, and I hope it helped you out. If you liked it, please press like, and if you would like another reading or be alerted to one of my readings as I post them, subscribe, and I would appreciate it. Thank you. This reading is for those of you who picked pile number 3 with the Amazonite crystal. Amazonite crystal. So let's see your reading. The tarot card is going to represent you and your partner, and the oracle card will be the answer or advice. We have Strength upside down and the Ace of Pentacles upside down. Okay, we have the Strength card. And the Strength card is representing a Leo energy in this moment. Now, this person is currently blocked by fear. They are full of self-doubt, and they have a need to exercise their, they have a destructive need to control right now. So much like abuse of their power control over this Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is representing the earth energies at this moment of Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is stuck right now. And it sounds like that this Ace of Pentacles is not moving forward with what they really want materially because of the Strength card person. The Strength card person is extremely insecure. They are scared to be by themselves. And it sounds like they are really hogging a lot of the attention of this Ace of Pentacles. They're basically just stealing the energy of the Ace of Pentacles, and then at the end of the day, the Ace of Pentacles has no energy and they got nothing done. And this Ace of Pentacles is just wanting to branch out so bad because they have so many good ideas and they're ready to plant the seeds for their future, and time is going by and they have so much potential for success. And they have ambition, and they will probably eventually have a lot of prosperity and abundance from it. But the person who's representing the Strength card, they need to channel their inner strength. Now, this is a Leo, and a Leo can be very strong and creative. And I mean, they have leadership. They can be gifted healers. This person needs to find themselves. They need to know what they are good at. They need to focus on their own energies and building their own energies instead of trying to take it from this Ace of Pentacles. And it's intense. This is very intense. In fact, this is just, to me, a very lustful relationship. There's love, but it's not a equal love. It's more of a codependency love. And the person that is representing the Strength card is completely codependent upon the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles sounds like, you know, they are knowing that they are missing opportunities and they are not seeing things right. They're being disillusioned by the Strength card, and it's time for this Ace of Pentacles person to really stand up and do what's good for them. Just like the person in the Strength card, they need to be more independent, basically. I mean, there's nothing wrong with interdependence, but the Strength card, the one here, is completely relying on the other person. So let's see what your Lover's Oracle card has to say. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. That's pretty good. Well, there's really good advice. I wouldn't even have thought about that. Sounds like instead of having this intense relationship, need to work on friendships. Maybe the act of empowering each other. Friendship is, it goes two ways. There's a balance to it. You know, obviously, you have friends, and if you've had long-term friends, uh, you have an equal amount of balance there, and this is exactly what this relationship needs, is balance. So maybe work on your friendship instead of what's going on in the bedroom. And keep the emotions out of it, the intensity out of it. Just find a middle ground, and encourage the Strength card person to be more independent. But the Ace of Pentacles is going to have to realize if they want what they want in this life, and they want to go ahead and lay their foundation and plant their seeds of success, they're going to have to get a hold of this situation. So if you like this reading, please press like. And if you'd like to hear more of my readings, please subscribe. And as I post these videos, you'll be alerted. Thank you.